Good morning, guys. How's it going? Man, it's been a long time. It's like 8:40 in the morning. Not that early. And today we're going to be doing the Doordash 24-hour challenge. Except the thing is, you can't really do a Doordash 24-hour challenge because they actually give you like a schedule. You have to be there for so long. We started at 7:30 in the morning, and it just took until 8:40 to get our first order. So I was actually just laying in bed, just waiting for the first order to come in. And when I first got my first order, dude, I just like put on my jacket, put on my hat, just ran outside so that they wouldn't cancel the order. Because if you're too slow, they'll cancel it on you. So you gotta be quick. So I'm just running, and now I'm trying to get there as quick as I can. So we're gonna try to see how much we can get, how much you can make in 19 hours. We start at 7:30. First order at 8:44. It's gonna be McDonald's, and then we are going to stop around midnight to 1:30 in the morning. Today's Sunday, and let's see what we can do. Hey guys, all right, so we had a little bit of trouble. So here in the McDonald's in the area that I am door dashing today, they don't accept orders from like registers anymore. I don't know why, but they don't. They have kiosks now, and the kiosks themselves are not very like easy to use, you know? So I couldn't find the triple stack breakfast McGriddle because it wasn't on the kiosk, and it took me a little bit to even find it. Where the griddles are, because I've never used the kiosk before. And I go up to the front and ask the lady, "Hey, can I just please give you my order, because I'm having trouble with the kiosk." And there's literally 3 ladies right there doing nothing. It says, she just points at the register, and it says register's closed. Like, it has a little sign on it that says register's closed. And they just go back to talking. Like, they're not doing anything. They're not cleaning. They're not working with inventory, not cooking. I don't know what else that they would be doing. They're not doing anything. They're literally just standing there talking. And I tell her again, "Hey, please, like, I couldn't find it on the kiosk." She rolls her eyes at me and she walks out, goes to the kiosk and goes, "What do you want?" I said, "Triple stack McGriddle, please." She goes through it, right? Going through it. And she couldn't find it. So she goes, "Fine." And she goes back. And I give her my order. So that was a little annoying, but you know what? It's all right. And with that, we completed our first order. We're at $8.62. We started our shift at 7:30. Well, technically 7:25, 7:24. And we didn't get our first order until 8:42. And we completed it at 9:11. It's 9:16 now. I'm in a totally different area than where I'm supposed to be working, so I'm heading back now. And I don't know. I don't really know how DoorDash works in the morning. This is actually my first time doing DoorDash in the morning. I've actually been doing DoorDash for about 6 months now, for about anywhere between 9 to 12 hours a week. In the fall time, like autumn, I did 12 hours because the extra pay time was from 5 to 9. So it was 4 hours. I did it Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Now that we were in the winter time, going into spring, but still under winter time, they only give us 3 hours. It's from 4:30 to 7:30, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So I've never done mornings. I've done lunches, and they suck. It's like 4 hours, and you only make like $25, dude. Like, lunches suck. So I don't really do it. But for science, it's not even real science, what am I saying? But for the fun of it, we're trying to see how much we can make in 24 hours. So, or close to it, right? All right, what's going on, guys? So we just did I just did a Taco Bell order. It was a really big order. It was like, I want to say about 14 items. No, 12 items, like 12 different tacos. and I just delivered it right now. So we're at like $17.31 now. And I talked to the guy and I gave it to him. I thought it was kind of weird. Like, who the fuck orders that much Taco Bell in the morning? But you know what? To each their own, you know. We actually just got an order right now from El Patron, the Mexican restaurant. So we're gonna be going over there now. But I'm gonna keep talking though. So I delivered to him, and he's like this buff, smiley dude. Like, he's like super buff. He looks like basically like everybody from the 300 movie from Sparta. No, it's not from Sparta, but it's about the Sparta. And he's all smiley and stuff, and I'm like, oh, what a genuinely nice guy. And I give it to him, and he tells me that they actually ordered this food, the Taco Bell, ordered it last night, probably when they were drunk, you know. And they got it for free because since it was closed, they ended up getting the food for breakfast, I guess you could say, and they get it for free. So, all right. I get paid, they get food for free. Let's do it. So, yeah. So let's get on our way to Patron. How have you guys been? I haven't talked to you guys in a long time. I'm almost 21. My birthday is in 2 weeks. That's exciting. I'm in San Diego now, going to UC San Diego as a chemistry major. As if you guys are looking at me and think, oh my gosh, Joseph, you got in a little husky, bro. How you doing? Like, you eating good? And the answer's like, yeah. Like, I did gain weight, but then again, I also got taller too. I got like 3 inches like height, but at the same time I gained like 15 pounds. So but on the bright side, I actually look healthy. I don't look like a starving child anymore. So, you know, it was a good trade-off. I still skate. I haven't been uploading videos because I haven't really been focusing on learning new tricks. I've learned a few new tricks, but honestly it's just the same tricks, just doing them in different stances. Like fakie, I learned fakie heel flips. I cannot do fakie flips, like fakie kick flips. I cannot. I don't know why. It's so difficult for me to do a fakie flip. Like, a kick flip itself is not that hard. Like, I have more trouble doing a heel flip, even though my heel flips are so much nicer. But I can do fakie flips easier than I can do regular, or fakie heel flips better than I can do a regular heel flip, which is kind of weird. I think it's just a mental thing, because I freak out still, you know. I've been skating for a little bit, on and off, but I still consider myself a beginner, not gonna lie, you know. I have mad respect for skaters, and I'm not gonna sit here and say like I'm amazing or I'm decent, because I don't think I am. I have a lot way to go. But that's the great thing about sports that are like skill based. Well, I guess all sports are skill based, but what I mean by that is the great thing about sports, there you go, is that you can always get better, and you always do get better. You know, just because you can do something doesn't mean you've perfected it. You always get better and better and better. That's great. Like, that's how can you ever be bored if you can constantly get better at it, right? But then again, I can't say that because I got bored at Taekwondo. All right, so I was so off. Okay, I said it was like $9 for this. It was not. It was $6.96. So I just delivered it. We're out of the area that I need to be at, so we're gonna head back and see what we can get. All right, so we just got an order from Bagels and Brew for $6.66. And we're just about to go, I just picked it up right now. We're gonna go deliver it. It's about like a 10-minute drive. Look at that sexy car. All right, so I just had to stop by home to get my medication. I didn't eat this morning, and I need to eat to take my medication. So what happened basically was I woke up at 7:20. Yeah, 7:20 in the morning. Oh man, I hate it when you have to sneeze and like nothing comes out. Ah, so annoying. So I also grabbed, I think around 2 o'clock, it usually really slows down. So I grabbed my history textbook about East Asia history from like medieval times till pre-modern East Asia history. So that's like Japan, Korea, China. It's pretty cool. Not gonna lie, it's pretty cool. We just got an order to Jersey Mike's. That's where we're heading right now. Oh yeah, I also forgot. The reason why I started talking about my weight and like how I look fluffy is because I forgot that it's the whole point. I just reminded myself with the medication is that basically I am not allergic to anything. I could eat. I'm really lucky in that regard. My little brother, he's allergic to everything when he was a kid. Like berries, and I don't think he was allergic to nuts, but he was allergic to like berries, carrots, eggs, milk. Like he was allergic to a bunch of stuff. Like Mother Nature was trying to kill him. And I wasn't allergic to anything. But I had a severe allergic reaction. Like I broke out in hives and I was red. Like I was literally Larry the Lobster from SpongeBob, but without the muscles. Like I'm not even joking. I was so red. It looked like I was shipwrecked on an island, and I had severe sunburning throughout my entire body. But this is the funny thing though, I didn't have any hives or rash, I guess, the red, like the whole red mark, because it was just red. It was like red and then the hives. I didn't have any of that below my knees. That doesn't make any sense to me. It made no sense. Below my knees, nothing, but above, it was like, especially my chest, so red. If I didn't take Benadryl, I'd have hives like puffy and stuff. And in the mornings I have to make sure that I take allergy medication to bring the hives down, which I forgot to do. That's why I was looking a little puffy. It looks like I'm kind of like coming down a little bit, but it's probably gonna come down as the day goes by. But I still stayed red, so I had to take an extra medication. That's the one that I need to eat to take it. That really brought down my redness. I don't look red anymore. I look normal, so that's great. I love it. And yeah, and that's actually why I was really puffy, and like I looked like I gained 20 pounds when I didn't. I gained like 10 pounds, honestly, because when I was skating, I was like, when I first started skating, it was like 165, but at the end I was like 170 about, right? And now I am 178, about 178. Let's just say 180. Why not? So yeah, I gained about like 10 pounds. It's not that bad. I don't skate as much as I used to, man. I miss it. But you know, that's why you gotta do what you love when you can do it. And just enjoy it when you can. Just enjoy life. Enjoy your childhood, you know? See, that was my problem. I like rushed too much to want to be an adult. And I'm not saying that being an adult sucks. Like, yeah, sure, you have like your pros and cons. But at the same time, I kind of wish that I really took advantage of being a kid. You know, that's one thing that no one really. I was the oldest of in the house, so I never really got the chance to really be a kid for that long. But if I could relive, I would definitely be a kid more often. If you get what I'm trying to say. Alright guys, so I just made another delivery. Well, I actually made the delivery like 30 minutes ago. But so basically what happened was I went to go drop off the Jersey Mike's. Ended up at like some biology and like research lab. It was super high tech. Like I couldn't even get, I tried to get in like because they gave me like a number, like a suite number. I couldn't get in. It needed like 2 types of verifications of ID to get in, and I was like, oh shit, all right. And then I get a call. It turns out that that's the wrong address, so I had to go drop it off. Anyways, I'm feeling a little hungry. It's almost 1 o'clock now, and I got myself some Little Caesars, and I have a bunch of change in my car, so I got $5 in change, and I didn't remember how much the tax was, and I still had more change, but I was like, you know what, I'll just pay the rest of my card. Not a big deal. I pay the $5, and she's like, so I was like, hey, I'm sorry, I don't mean to make like your life hard or anything, but here's $5 in change. I'll pay the rest of my card. And she's like, oh no, don't worry about it. The 39 cents is the tax. And she's like, oh no, don't worry about it. And I come back to my car and I'm like, all right, well, you know what? It's just 39 cents. So I literally went 39 cents, 2 dimes and 19 pennies. Got it, put it on the counter and left. Hey, I don't want to owe anybody any favors. All right. You never know. You never know. I might have to, like, maybe she might send me on like some hitman mission because I owe her 39 cents. You know, I don't want to risk my future over 39 cents, guys. So. Alright guys, so we're at $37.49 now. The time is 2:08 We've been going, I want to say since 8:42. So that's like 30 minutes. So 9, so 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 5 hours and 30 minutes. And we got about $40. So far. But that's how it is for like lunch and breakfast. If you actually are going to make any money doing DoorDash, it's weekends at dinner time. That's really about it, honestly. But I've never done like a whole like day of doing this. I just wanted to try it. See how it's like. I wasn't able to give like any commentary of the other ones because actually my girl called and we were talking on the phone. We were talking about Greek mythology and things like that, and she was telling me that she was at the gym and she squatted 225 pounds for the first time. That's crazy because she's like 120 pounds. Like, insane. She's absolutely insane. So guys, if you guys are going to be doing this type of work, driving and delivering food, I'm going to give you guys a few tips because I've been doing it for about 6 months now. I've been doing Postmates and DoorDash. And I am going to be doing a Postmates 24-hour challenge and giving you my opinion on Postmates. And at the end of this video, I'm going to give you my opinion on DoorDash, which is what I'm doing now. So if you're going to be doing this type of work, my number one tip to you is actually bring a book. That's actually the best tip I can give you. I bring my textbook for school because I'm a student. I need to read. But the reason why this is so important is because if you're going to be doing this type of work, like 8-hour shifts, 4-hour shifts on the weekends and stuff, when you go and stop at a restaurant and you have to wait there for about 15 minutes, it's so boring and mind-numbing to be on your phone. You're on your phone all day anyways. Why be on it some more? Just going through garbage all day through social media. So the best thing I can actually tell you is bring a book for those times. Now, tip number 2, you can't be reading while you're driving, of course. So the best tip I could actually give you for that is, of course, listen to music. No shit, like, obviously. But it's more than just listening to music. Also listen to podcasts. So the reason why I say that is because if any of you guys have ever worked at a retail store where they're always playing the same music all day, every day, you're going to hate it. Even if you love that artist or that song or what have you, listening to it all day is gonna kill you because you can only do so much with Spotify or Pandora or Apple Music. And if you have a large selection of music, it's gonna take a lot longer for you to get tired of it. But I promise you, if you do this like how I've been doing it for 6 months, you will get tired of your music. And that there's some pros to it. It'll actually like encourage you to branch out and enjoy other types of music that you wouldn't have listened to otherwise. Like, for example, I'm listening to anti-pop now, and if you're curious on it, go look at it. It's pretty interesting. It's very different from what I was listening before. Actually, I was listening to alternative rock all day, every day. You could not take alternative rock away from me. But I actually got sick and tired of it because of this work, and I ended up going into like hip hop. But then I went into anti-pop, which is where I'm at right now, and I'm happy where I am right now. So you're gonna get tired of your music, and if you get tired of your music, you're gonna get bored at work, and it's gonna be absolutely miserable. It's gonna be more mind-numbing than it already is. Just going to restaurants, picking up food, dropping it off. It's easy work, and anything that's easy is gonna get very mundane and miserable. It's gonna become miserable for you. So that's where you would put in podcasts, so that you don't get sick and tired of your music. You put in some podcasts in there, listen to just people just talk about random things. I like to listen to podcasts about mythology and science and things like that. That's just me, but there's so many things out there. There's things about people talking about artists, people talking about controversy, people talking about anything and everything. And I would highly recommend just listening to a few podcasts here and there. Just sprinkle it out throughout your entire throughout your shift, so you don't get tired of your music. But don't just listen to podcasts, because then you might actually get tired of that podcast too. So it's just like anything else in life. You have to find a balance. And those are the 3 probably the best tips I can give you if you want to continue doing this work and not hate yourself for doing it. Bring a book, listen to music, and that also includes listening to new types of music, branching out your horizons. And 3rd, listen to podcasts. And that's how I've been able to survive doing this for 6 months. Because I'll tell you right now, if it wasn't for music, podcasts, and books, I would have quit this job literally after the 2nd week. I'm not even joking.
but it is what it is. And you know, you have to do what you gotta do to bring home the money, you know. So here goes for complaint number 1 about DoorDash. My number 1 complaint with DoorDash is I feel like they lowball you. They don't give you, I feel like they don't give you as much as they could. Because I remember in the beginning when I first did this, I was getting like $12 orders and stuff like that for orders that took me like 20 minutes of driving to get from the restaurant to the place. Right now I'm driving 20 minutes, but they only offered me like $7 or $8 to do it, which is insane because I had to go to the restaurant, which it was like literally like not even a minute away, but I had to wait for the food, which was about 10 minutes, and then I have to drive there. So that's already about 30 to 40 minutes of my time that I'm using for this one order, and I'm going far, which means that I'm gonna be out of my zone, which means I have to come back to my zone. So that's even more time I'm wasting that I'm not working, and they're only gonna give me $7 for compensation for that. That's the one thing that I don't really like about DoorDash. That's why I only like to do dinner time on the weekends, because they give you extra pay, and that's the only time, in my opinion, that's actually worth it. You can make like $50 in 2 hours. Like, that is worth it. But the thing is, $50, that's what, $150, which then becomes $300 every 2 weeks. It's not enough, honestly, especially how expensive San Diego is. You need more. So you end up having to work times where they don't have the extra pay, and that's when you really get screwed over. And I don't know what happened. I feel like DoorDash is starting to pay you less and less and less. That's what I've noticed. If you guys are also DoorDashing, let me know how you guys feel. That's just what I've noticed. I'm thinking that, honestly, I've noticed that when I first moved here, everyone was using DoorDash. No one was using Postmates. But now it's the other way around. Everyone I know is using Postmates, and no one's really using DoorDash to order food. I'm talking about, like, how they're ordering the food. Grubhub, I have no idea. I don't really hear much about people using Grubhub. I don't really hear much of how it is to work for them. I hear it's very, very good pay, though. Hey guys, it's 4:30 now, which means that this is the rush time, and they're actually doing the extra pay. I don't know what the extra pay is yet. I haven't looked at it yet. For lunch, the extra pay was $2, so we should be getting a little bit extra. Right now, as of right now, we have $80 right now. I haven't been recording because actually my sister and my brother-in-law, her husband, called to say hello. We've been talking for a few hours, so I haven't talked to them in so long. And we just talked about family. We talked about robotics, because the brother-in-law is super. He's a computer nerd, but he's like your average computer science geek, except he's actually funny and not weird to talk to. It's great. It's absolutely great. Love that guy. And I haven't talked to my sister in forever. We just talked, and that was nice. And we just talked for a few hours, and it was great. But now we're back on. It's 4:32 now. And this is the rush hour. This is where we should be making the big money. Right now we have $80. Usually on rush hour for the 3 hours of well, it's not rush hour, right? If it's 3 hours long. But for these 3 hours, I usually make around $50. Usually, give or take. So yeah, so maybe at the end of the night, when we get to midnight or whatever, when we're done, I'm hoping to make at least like $150. Hoping to at least have. We'll see. That's our goal. All right, so I've been waiting for about 15 minutes now. I just got an order for Jamba Juice. That's where we're heading off to right now. We're going to Jamba Juice at 8. What the heck am I saying? It's 4:48. We're heading there right now. And this is the first order that we got for the rush. It looks like it's going to be a slow day, guys. Like, I looked at the map, and we don't have a lot of hot spots available to us for today. So that tells me that, honestly, DoorDash is not popping during the rush hours, which kind of stinks. Like, that means, like, no orders, no money, guys. So we'll see how it goes. Honestly, it's not looking too bright, though. I'm just being honest, but we'll see. Hey guys, major oof made by me. So I'm at it's like a complex. It's not a townhouse. It's not townhouses, but it's not apartments either. I would call it a complex. There's like a big parking structure in the middle, and then around it is a bunch of like apartments, but it's not apartments. Like, it's just one big fat building. So I don't really know. I don't really want to call it an apartment complex. It's weird. If you want to call it that, you can call it that. That's fine. But I went to the wrong address twice because the numbers are so close together. And I didn't realize that it's so echoey in here. I didn't realize that the whole complex itself is the same address because it's one building. So I ended up way on the other side. and saw that the address was totally wrong. I couldn't find the room number. I was like, what the heck? And then I checked the instructions. They told me to go the other way, or to go on the other side. I'm like, oh, okay, came here. I went to the wrong address because I looked at only the last 3 digits of the address, because it's a 5-digit address for each room. And I noticed I was in the wrong room. So then I went back and found the real one. The real one was literally like right next to it though, which was really weird. They had the exact same last 3 digits, even though they're like 10 feet away from each other. It's so weird. Anyways, big oof. Big oof. So the weirdest thing just happened right now. I went to a restaurant that apparently is not partnered with Doordash. And I was trying to get the order, and they're like, no, we don't have DoorDash. We don't have DoorDash. Like, no. Like, they're very weird about it. And it turns out that the customer ordered from the DoorDash app and then called in ahead to make sure that the order was prepared in time, so that when I went to come get it, I would just pick it up and that's it. But just because I worked for DoorDash, they were very reluctant on giving it to me, because they're like, it's not your order. And it was just weird. It's the first time it's ever happened. Yeah, and I talked to them about it, if they knew anything, and they don't even have Grubhub or Postmates. They don't do any of that stuff because they don't know how it works, and they don't want to do it. To each their own, I guess, right? They would probably make more money as a restaurant if they were to use those types of services, though, that's for sure. All right, guys, we just broke 100. Woo! We just broke $100. We're at like $101 and like 30 something cents. It is 6:35. We've been working for about 8 hours, almost. We have to head back now, because like that's the one thing that sucks about doing DoorDash in my area, is that you always end up outside, so you always have to come back. So you can never like chain, like choo. You can never chain them. It's very rare. But let's see how far we can go. We still got until midnight. Maybe even take it to 1 in the morning. 1:30. No, 1:30. It's been a long day. 1:30 in the morning is what we're gonna try to shoot for. If I can't make it, we'll try to go for midnight, because it is Sunday and I have school tomorrow at 9 a.m. But we will see. We will see. Oh my goodness, guys, it's 6:57, and finally we get an order that's like, it's like $9.50 something cents, but it's like almost $10 or something. Finally, dude, literally, this is the first time ever that I have worked for DoorDash. The 6 months I've been here, and I've gotten so many like $5 orders. Never, ever have I seen it this bad. Like, I honestly don't think I've ever done a $5 order, or maybe even 1 or 2. And today alone, I've done so many. It's absolutely ridiculous. It's crazy. Like, I don't know. It's just insane. I'm just blown away. Just today, it just seems so weird. Either DoorDash is trying to be greedy, or maybe they're not making as much money as they used to. I don't know. But luckily for us, we have an order that's actually worth doing, and we're on our way now. It's Board and Brew. It's this really freaking like cool. It's like not cool as in like wow, cool as in cool. It's like really chill. It's like a skater / surfer kind of bar, but it's not just a bar. It's also a sandwich shop, but it just has like really cool vibes, you know. Relax. It's nice. It's cool. If you're in the San Diego area, you should definitely check out Board and Brew. It's pretty good.